Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Tower Hill School in Wilmington, Delaware, for another presentation of 302 Sports. Today, Jason Winchell and I, Mike Lang, will be bringing you girls lacrosse. Jason, we have the top team in Delaware, the Cape Henlopen Vikings, and they have traveled all the way up here to Newcastle County to meet number 8, the Tower Hill Hillers.
Yeah, it should be a go game, and Cape Henlopen hasn't lost in-state in a long, long time. Tower Hill's going to try and do that today, but it's not easily done.
Now, Cape Henlopen comes in with a record of 9-2, just 2 losses this year. One to St. Mary's of Annapolis, Maryland. The other one to Queen Anne's County, also of Maryland. They've been just blowing people out. Jason, the last 3 games, 16-4, 14-4, and 21-6 on last Wednesday against, 2 days ago against Cesar Rodney at Cesar Rodney. So they are the gold standard when it comes to high school lacrosse in Delaware. Tower Hill starts today with a record of 8-4. They've won their last 3 games, including yesterday at Sanford School by a score of 11-6. About ready to start here. Jason, we weren't sure we were going to play in lacrosse today. It was raining pretty heavily as of about 10 o'clock this morning.
Yeah, that's a good thing about turf fields. You can be able to play games, and it's nice that the rain has stopped, and be interesting to see any returns during this game, but glad that it's at least not raining now.
Yeah, we were on the field before the game, and it's wet and slick, but it's definitely playable. We got Tower Hill girls soccer going on across the street. Tonight, that'll be the site of Cape Henlopen and Tower Hill boys lacrosse, also on 302sports.com. So we're about ready to get started here. See the face-off for the girls' game takes place not on the ground, but in the air. That was for Cape Henlopen. Annie Judge, number 10, taking that face-off. And we have a violation. The ball's going to go to Tower Hill.
Yeah, a lot more whistles in the girls' game than in the guys, just for everyone watching at home.
Tower Hill goaltender day, Parker Brown. She's a sophomore. And she figures to be busy in net this afternoon. So we're underway. Play 25-minute halves here in girls lacrosse as opposed to the 4 12-minute halves for the boys' game. There's a turnover at midfield, and here come the Vikings trying to get that ground ball.
But just like the boys' game, like the ground balls and the face-offs are just as important.
That ball goes to Tower Hill. This is number 4, Gracie Baylor, and she's on the way up. Check is missed by Cape Henlopen. And taken behind the net. Tower Hill now sets up. That's number 19 out front, Taylor Stens. She sends it to Baylor along the baseline. And they set up, and Stens has it up top. Backs off. She's being marked by number 4, Sarah Hyde of the Vikings. Cape Henlopen in the sky blue with the blue numbers. Tower Hill in the home whites. They have the green numbers. So it's actually pretty nice out, Jason. The rain has stopped. It's a little muggy out, but not too bad.
Yeah. Might have seen the last of the rain, which would be a good thing.
I hope so. I think it's coming back overnight, but we won't be here overnight. So Tower Hill, we have a flag. We'll see what the call is here.
I believe it was 3 seconds on the defense, Mike.
So Tower Hill's going to have a chance to set up number 21, Brianna McCoy. Also a standout basketball player here for the Hillers. Over to Stens.
I believe she's also a field hockey player too, Mike.
They do a little of everything here at Tower. There's a shot and a goal! Number 9, Taylor Stens. Sends it past Isabel Crine, the Cape Henlopen goaltender, and it's 1-0 Tower Hill.
The Hillers get on the board first, Mike.
2.5 minutes into this game, that's right.
That's a good, probably what the way they wanted to start. It's always better to have a lead than being behind. But
nice patient possession there for the Hillers, Jason. So it's 1-0, an early lead for the home team.
But like you said, Cape scores a lot of goals this year, so they're going to have to, probably going to have to try and match them.
Here's the face-off. Judge and McCoy going after it. Cape Henlopen comes down with this one. This is Lindsay Monagle on the attack. She takes it to the right of Parker Brown, and now behind the net. She's going to try to set up from behind the net. Number 22, that's Evelyn Shoup. She's a senior. What do they call her? E. Henlopen, and she shoots and scores, and this one's tied 28 seconds after the first goal. Cape Henlopen ties it up. E. Shoop with the goal, and it's 1-1.
Yeah, like we just saw her quickness there. She scooted in and buried the shot, tie this game at 1.
Nice crowd on hand here at Tower Hill this afternoon. A little gray and cloudy, but no rain coming down, and that's all that really matters. Jason, I know they wanted to get these games in today because that's a long drive from Cape Henlopen, and we're running out of time to reschedule these things.
Yeah, and they had, like you said, it's a long drive, so. And I know, like you said, there's not many dates left for trying to find an open date.
Just a quick look at the schedule. Last competition date is May 15th. So if they don't get the game in by the 15th, it doesn't count toward the postseason.
And the girls lacrosse is over early before Memorial Day.
Here comes Shoop again. She sends it down low to number 23, Chloe Schaefer, and she puts a goal underneath Parker Brown. It's 2-1 Cape Henlopen. 21:59 to go in the first
See how
half.
quickly Cape can score, and they do it effortlessly. Great job there by Shoop.
They sure made that one look easy. So Shoop with a goal and an assist on that
already. And we're not even 3 minutes old.
So McCoy and Judge back at it at the face-off circle. Watch these girls face-offs, Jason. Like, there's always a lot of action and activity in these things.
Yeah, and like I said earlier, it's just as important as the guys.
There goes the ball up,
possession.
and Judge is able to outreach McCoy. And this is Shoop, and she's all alone heading in on Parker Brown. Deakston scores.
She is quick.
So Shoop with her second goal.
And
Jason, that took 10 seconds after the second
right
goal.
through the defense and flew in there and gives Cape a quick 3-1 lead.
So face-off win by Judge.
3 straight for the Vikings.
That's right. Shoop picks up the loose ball, runs past the defense and in, and it's 3-1 in a hurry. It's a long game.
2 goals and an assist already for Shoop.
So it's still early, but you don't want to keep falling. You don't want to give up those kinds of goals. That was just a defensive lapse for Tower Hill and an outstanding play by Shoop.
She just used her quickness. Just flew right by him.
Judge and McCoy, they could be kind of busy out there. This is their 5th face-off of the game. Referee is ready, and there's a whistle. Violation on Judge. It'll be Tower Hill ball. So Stens has it. She brings it upfield, being closely guarded by Annie Judge. And there's a foul on Judge. Hillers will retain possession. Stens brings it in from the left of Crine. The ball's out of bounds. It'll go to the Vikings. I think the referee signaled Vikings. Stens is standing on the baseline. Now she's calling her out. It is definitely Cape Henlopen ball. They're going to give it to Crine to play from there, and her pass upfield is complete. Callie Thornburg, number 12, has the ball, and she flies between 2 defenders, takes it into the box, shoots, and bounces one past Brown. Another goal.
Yeah, great outlet pass to start it, and then once she got it, she just flew by Tower Hill defense. I think we're going to have a quick timeout.
That's
here.
correct. We have a timeout for Tower Hill. So, Jason, 20 minutes and 45 seconds to go in the first half, and it's 4-1 Cape. They have 4 unanswered goals after that initial score by Taylor Stens.
You can see why. And we can see, Mike, that the Cape Henlopen, why they're the number 1 team and why they haven't lost in the in-state competition. They're just good in every category.
Not just talented, but they're fast, and they have not missed yet on a shot. They seem to be beating Brown low. Maybe they've watched some film and they know something, or that's where the openings are. So the score is Cape Henlopen 4, Tower Hill 1, 20:45 to go. We're in a timeout here at Tower Hill School at Richardson Field. Jason, the field across the street is DeGroat Field, site of the boys' game tonight. You see the girls' soccer going on right now, and another turf field over on this side of Pennsylvania Avenue. Some great facilities here at Tower Hill. While we have a second, we'd like to thank the Tower Hill administration, Athletic Director Jack Holloway. They always do a great job at Tower, and they're very accommodating for 302 Sports, and we're happy to bring their action to you here at home or across the country, wherever you might be watching, even in Hungary.
Yeah, that's right. We had a soccer viewer watching the other day.
So, Jason, tonight's the boys lacrosse game. What do we have coming up? You know the 302 schedule, or are we still working on it?
I believe right now, tomorrow night we got Apo St. baseball at Frawley, and Monday it looks like Sally's St. Mark's baseball at Frawley Stadium. So they're the next couple games that I know of right now.
I know.
I know we're trying. I know we have like 5 or 6 games we're planning to do next week, even more. So
I know the Grand Poobah is scheduling
on,
as we speak, probably.
Keep it posted on 302 Sports.
That's right. If you go to 302sports.com, the schedule will likely be there, and that's where you find the live stream button, and you
Click
can
on
tune
the live
in.
stream button, and it will send you to our live streams.
And the games are always available on demand on the 302 Sports channel on YouTube, so you can watch us at any time. I know a lot of the players in the different sports we've covered have gone back and watched the games later because they've told us they've had the opportunity to go watch. And that was a long time out, but we're ready to go.
That way they can make fun of us, Mike.
It doesn't take a live stream to make fun of us.
No.
So Tower Hill comes up with this one, but we have a violation. It's the referee I talked to before the game. I told him whatever he does, don't make any mistakes. And he promised me there would be no mistakes today. Judge with the ball. She comes up to the right of Brown. Elena Addix checking her. She's the one with the leg brace on, number 3. And Cape sets up again. So Tower Hill's got to find a way to stop the bleeding here early in the first half. Thornburg to the base, on the baseline. Behind the net to number 5, Mallory Jones. Jones looking for a teammate out front.
Jones is a junior.
She's actually number 9, Jason, not number 5, so that would have been Lindsay Monagle. And there's another goal for Cape Henlopen, and it's 5-1. Not sure who scored that one. I know the assist goes to Lindsay Monagle, number 9. And with 19:52 to go, it's 5-1 Vikings. So the roster's wrong. Thornburg's 11. Okay, I got the number wrong. Kelly Thornburg is number 11. So if I said 12 earlier, it's because I didn't know what I was talking about. So 5-1 Cape Henlopen, 19:52 to go in the first half. There's a face-off, and it will be won by Tower Hill. And here comes Sten. She's checked from behind by Judge, but a foul's called. That ball's going to stay with the Hillers.
And it's a running clock in girls lacrosse. It stops on goals in the last 2 minutes of the half. And then if someone's ahead by more than 10 goals, the clock will continue running.
Sten surrounded by 5 Vikings defenders, and her pass goes out of bounds. It'll go to Cape. They just swarmed her on that play. She had no chance on that one. So number 12, as we found out, is Victoria Lockwood. Apologize to the players whose names I got wrong. That would be number 5, Jason. That is Mallory Jones, and she's flying upfield. Goes around the defender. We have another whistle. And Brianna McCoy is being sent out of the circle, and here come the Vikings behind the net to Monagle. And she gets Thornburg up top. I'm sorry, not Thornburg, Lockwood. Number 15 is Caitlin Clabe. She's directing traffic. Takes on a defender and loses the ball. And Tower Hill will take possession. Looks like the ball hit a knee.
Yeah, good job by the defense there.
So we're going to be going left to right. Tower Hill in the white. Cape Henlopen moving right to left. Here comes Sarah Zengalia. She slows up and finds Louise Conity. Violation stays with Conity. Jason, we see Conity's hand all wrapped up. She must have gotten whacked. And there's a check by Lockwood. Conity will play the ball.
A restart here.
17.5 minutes ago. That pass is blocked, and here comes Lockwood. Oh, McCoy checks her. Violation called, and Cape will keep it. Here's Monagle with Zengalia on her. Monagle drifts left behind the net. Zengalia trying to mark her. But they're pretty quick, Jason. She just gets away from the defenders. We have a push.
Big Cape's ball behind the net.
Cape will keep the ball.
Restart. And what a great crowd here, Mike, for a Friday afternoon.
Yeah, I'm pretty impressed.
After the weather.
There's a pass in front. And there's a turnaround goal by number 5, Mallory Jones. And it's 6-1 Cape Henlopen, 16:42 to go in the first half.
Yeah,
nice little turnaround shot there, Jason. She picked up a loose ball, didn't waste any time, turned around and fired it past the goalie. High this time.
Yeah, Mike, this is the start that the Vikings won. There are 5 goals already. 6 unanswered for the Vikings, and with 16:42 left in the first half. Cape 6, Tower 1.
So Leah Barry is going to take this face off for the Vikings, along with having trouble seeing the Hiller. Looks like number 19, Taylor Stens, takes that one. That ball's rolling, and it goes out of bounds. It will be. Looks like we're going to do the face-off.
Might do a re-face-off. Couldn't tell who that was off, maybe.
So it's going to be Stens and Barry back at it in the center circle. 16:34 to go in the first half as the Friday afternoon traffic rolls by on Pennsylvania Avenue. Delaware High School Sports on 302sports.com. Here comes Addix. She tries to deke past number 25, Anna Stankoski. Passes it off to Stens. Back out to Addix. And she just can't get by Stankoski there, Jason. Nice defense by Cape.
Excellent defense, and you can see why their defense is good there.
And McCoy dekes our way into the circle, loses her balance a little bit. What's the call here? We have a whistle. It's going to be Tower Hill ball. Looks like a free shot.
Free restart.
There's the whistle. McCoy swings, but her stick is blocked, and that ball
couldn't get it through the defense of Cape Henlopen.
Yeah, that shot kind of fizzled.
And it's going to be Cape's ball.
Here comes
and
Judge.
They're quick.
Sorry, not Judge. Aaliyah Marshall with the ball, and she flies up the middle and puts it in. There's a whistle. That's not going to count. Looks like it will stay with Cape. And they're going to have a shot here on a restart. This is Marshall, number 16. Straight ahead, and her shot this time, this goes in over the left shoulder of Parker Brown, and it's 7-1 Cape Henlopen.
Marshall, the sophomore, with the goal there, make it 7-1.
15:06 to go in the first half. And Tower Hill, I He's trying to figure out what hit it. Jason, this is the #1 team in the state. They've won 8 or 9 straight state championships. They've won over 100 straight, 8 straight state championships, and they've won over 100 consecutive games against in-state opponents.
Yeah, and they have one of the toughest schedules in state every single year.
They are no joke.
And just like Slasiam and the boys, Cape plays a lot of out-of-state competition in girls lacrosse. Because you want to play the best teams.
That's right. When you're playing all the, they play their conference schedule and they're playing the tougher teams in Delaware, but you want to test your team. And the way to do that is to travel and play some of the best competition you can.
So if you're Tower Hill, you want to stop the bleeding here and try and get a goal in this possession.
So here Stens brings it up to the right side. She's got Marshall and Shoop on her. She gives it up behind the net to Isabel Zengalia. So there's 2 Zengalias on Tower Hill. Just to confuse us more, Jay.
That's the plan.
Stens with Shoop on her, takes it behind the net. The Cape defense never stops moving. It seems like they get everybody covered. It's actually a fairly pleasant afternoon despite all the rain this morning. It started last night. I know a lot of the high school other games, baseball and softball, were postponed today. A lot of wet fields around, particularly northern Delaware this afternoon. There's a free restart. Stens takes it behind the net to Isabel Zengalia, one of the captains here for the Hillers. And she's got Stankowski all over her. Gives it up to Stens. Trying to find an opening. Here's Maggie Podolsky, #9, gives it back. And here's #4, Gracie Baylor. Her shot deflected. There's a foul. We're going to have another restart up top for Tower Hill.
Hey, Cape's defense just converged on her there, and luckily, like you said, she'll get a free.
And whatever you do against Cape Henlopen, you better do it quick.
Yeah, the recovery speed is exceptional.
Here's Gracie Baylor. Her shot saved by Crine. And here we go. Cape on the offensive again. Shoop, nice pass to Chloe Schaefer.
Goes behind the net.
Pass up top to Aaliyah Marshall. She gets by a defender. There's an errant pass. It's going to roll out of bounds. We have a whistle, a push, and the ball is going to stay with Cape Henlopen.
Referee's down to 12 minutes left here in the first half.
Referee's explaining her call. Not sure the Tower Hill players agree with it, but that's the call. And this is Aaliyah Marshall, and she's going to get a shot here, see what she does. Here's the restart, and she takes it back out.
Smart job by her, just taking it back out and now moving on right on in.
Cape sets up behind the net again. Schaefer looking for Shoop. Fumbles it, but she gets it back. There's a pass in front, but nice play defensively by Tower. And we're going to have another violation.
This one might be a card.
Referee's going to get together and talk about this one. So another discussion going on here.
And they did signal for the clock to stop.
11:08 to go in the first half. So we're just waiting for the call as they push Parker Brown has Monagle staring her down about 15 yards out. And Monagle's got a lane, and here she goes. That shot goes over the net. Stick is deflected. It'll stay with the Vikings.
And just like boys lacrosse, Mike, when the shot goes out of bounds, close to the ball.
So here's Shoup trying to get things started again. She runs around two defenders. Another violation. So free restart for Cape Henlopen. Shoup's going to take this one. Waiting for the whistle, and here it is. Passes in front to Marshall. She can't hang on to it. She brings it back out. We'll start over. She goes left this time around a couple of defenders. Splits into the middle. And a shot and score for Aaliyah Marshall. And that makes it 8-1 Cape Henlopen. 10:15 to go here in the first.
That's at least her second goal today. She just used her speed, got around the defenders, and weaved her way in there to give Cape an 8-1 lead.
8-1.
10:15 left here in
10:15 to go.
the first half. Tower had the 1-0 lead. Since then, Cape has scored the last 8 goals to lead this one 8-1. And like Pike said earlier, we see why they are the number 1 ranked team. They are playing with a purpose today.
Tower Hill only has one lopsided loss on its schedule this year, Jason. That was at St. Mark's. The Spartans having a fantastic season, and they defeated the Hillers 17-7 on the grass at St. Mark's.
St. Mark's is the 3rd ranked team in the state, behind number 2 Ursuline.
Just an unbelievable season for St. Mark's.
And I believe Archmer's 4th, Mike, so you've got 3 Catholic school teams in there, 2, 3, and 4.
There's a pass in front looking for number 5, Mallory Jones, but it goes loose. Cape gets it back. Now it's in front to Caitlin Clave, and her shot goes high and wide over the end line. Stays with the Vikings. Cape Henlopen working it behind the net.
We've seen a more patient Cape offense the last couple of possessions, Mike.
Couldn't see that number, but this is number 2 setting up top. That's Corinne Lemaire. So Lemaire looks to her left.
Senior attack.
That's right. She sends it over to number 14, Jacqueline Cannon, just a sophomore. Her pass is intercepted by Louise Conity. So good defensive play there by the Hillers, and Brown's going to set things up. Oh, her pass is checked by Thornburg. Cape Henlopen takes over deep in Hillers territory. Great play by Kelly Thornburg on that one. Here's a pass in front and a goal by number 15, Caitlin Clabe. So with 8:13 to go, it's 9-1 Cape Henlopen.
Yes, Cape just makes it 9 straight.
So Jason, unfortunately, these sometimes these games get a little out of hand, and if you're the team that's on the wrong end of the score, you just hope to learn something and get back into the game and keep it close.
Yeah.
So we'll see if Tower Hill. This is where you find out what teams are made of. When you face adversity like this, so Tower Hill, I'm sure, will rebound and keep playing.
Yeah, and like we said, that's 9 straight for Cape. But like you said, we've seen Tower. They've had some chances. They just have to keep on playing their game. Can't get frustrated.
That face-off is going to go to the Vikings. They win this one up. Looks like an offside. She did cross that line. And the ball will go back to Tower Hill. Referee's explaining that to the coaches from Cape Henlopen.
So we tick down below 8 minutes here in the first half. 9-1, Cape Henlopen in the lead over Tower Hill.
So Stens brings it up. She's got Clabe on her. Got 3 defenders on her. We have a push, and it will stay with the Hillers. That was, I'd say that was a little bit of a ticky-tack call, but it was called. And here comes Stens. Stens with Clabe defending her. Timeout.
I believe we're going to have a card
This
here.
is a yellow card on number 15, Caitlin Clabe. And she will spend some time on the sidelines, Jason, in deep reflection on what she's done wrong. Which may have been nothing, but she was
I
called.
was just about to say, might not have been anything wrong.
Unlike the boys, she has a seat. The boys have to kneel there in prayer before they can come back on the field. So Tower Hill with the advantage here. Isabel Zangeli behind the net looking for an opening. Wraps around and, oh, she gets hit in the head with the stick. Maybe a crease violation, though. So, unfortunately for Tower Hill, they lose possession. And Zangelia took a whack in the head, so adding injury to insult here. Here, Condon intercepts, and we're coming back the other way. She's being chased by Carly Truitt in the corner. And Cape Henlopen intercepts, and here they come. Number 23, Chloe Schaefer, up the right sidelines. She's got Jade Olurin on her. I'm sorry if I probably mispronounced that name. Victoria Lockwood facing Sarah Zangelia. Gets it back to Schaefer. That's Kaylee Thornburg, the senior attacker, one of the best players in the state. Cape still a man down, or a woman down. They go to work behind the net. In no hurry, Jason, up 9-1 with 5.5 to go here in the first half.
Yeah, run off some of that time.
Lindsay Monagle to Corinne Lemaire. They are taking their time and looking for the right opening. Here's Thornburg with Conity on her. Lemaire gets around a defender, has an open player that looks like number 12, Lockwood.
We're
Back up
even
to Thornburg.
strength
Oh,
here.
she hits Marshall coming out of the penalty box and just can't hang on to that pass. That was a nice idea by the Vikings. It just did not pay off, but a great idea by Cape Henlopen. Similar to hockey, Jason, you got players coming out of the penalty box and you try to hit them as they're on their way up the ice.
Right, because no one's accounting for them. We ticked on under 5 minutes here left in the first half.
Cape
9-1
Henlopen,
Cape.
it's been in possession and in control from the opening minutes. And there's a left-handed goal by Corinne Lemaire. Goal number 10 for the Vikings. 4:36 to go, and it's 10-1. So the speed and the skill of Cape Henlopen just coming through today.
Yeah.
Worth their trip up, about a 90-minute drive up from Lewis.
10 unanswered goals after the 1-0 Tower Hill lead. So it's 10-1 Cape with 4:36 left in the first half. Again, they played 2 25-minute halves here in the girls' game instead of the 4 12-minute quarters you have in the boys' game.
So Judge back on the back in the face-off circle. Referee is ready. He's satisfied, and here we go. And another whistle. This one we stop the clock. Are we gonna have more discussion? Now we're just gonna do the face-off over again. Brianna McCoy for Tower Hill. Judge for Cape Henlopen. So Cape's winning its share of face-offs.
Yeah, face-offs, ground balls.
I tell you what I've been really impressed by is the speed of
Yes.
Cape Henlopen. And obviously they're used to a turf field, so that really plays into their strengths. So back behind the net go the
Looks
Vikings.
like they're operating on all cylinders today.
Here's a wraparound by Schaefer. She takes it back up top to Stankovsky. Tries to get around McCoy but cannot.
Her brother will be playing here later this evening.
I believe he also wears number 25. There's a pass into the middle, but we have
Good collision there.
a violation. Let's see what we have for a foul. And it looks like ball will stay with Cape on a restart. This looks like Marshall. Let's see if she goes to the net. Jason or sends it behind the net. She goes behind the net. Loose ball picked up by Schaefer. Three minutes to go here in the first half, so no hurry for Cape Henlopen. There's a nice defensive play, but Cape gets it back. A shot and a save by Brown.
Good job by Brown there picking up the ball.
Unfortunately, Tower Hill turns the ball over, but a shot from Cape Henlopen goes off the post and out of play. And that will go back to Tower Hill. So a nice save by Brown, but her pass is intercepted, and she was off her line, as we might say, and that shot just goes wide. There's another interception by Cape, and this time Lindsay Monagle does not miss. Monagle with the goal. 2:21 to go here in the first half. 11-1 Cape Henlopen.
Yeah, and 11. That's 11 unanswered goals for Cape Henlopen. And as you see, the clock is running because it's now the 10-goal margin.
So we're coming up on 2 minutes left. By the time we get this face-off, we'll probably be around the 150 mark. We're at Tower Hill School. You may be able to see the school in the background here. A picturesque view from the western suburbs of Wilmington. I said 150 left, Jason. This will be closer to a minute 30 to go.
Oh, yeah. That's the thing about the running clock, especially on face-offs. By the time they set up the ball and the...
Judge takes this one. She gets away from McCoy, gets it to Shoop. So you may see Cape hold for a final shot here. Coming up on 1:10 left in the half.
Yeah, definitely can be patient with a 10-goal lead.
Lemaire sends it out front to Jacqueline Cannon. Her pass inside is intercepted by Sarah Zangalia. That will stay with the Hillers. 50 seconds to go. There's two defenders on her and another loose ball, but Tower Hill's able to keep this one. Long pass. Gracie Wenzel. They're having trouble getting across midfield. Double team on Conity. She gets it to McCoy. 24 seconds. McCoy being chased by Marshall. To the left of Crine. She gets in front, and there's a goal by Brianna McCoy. So with 13 seconds to go in the first half, Brianna McCoy is able to cut in front of goalie Isabel Krein, and they get Tower Hill back on the board. It's 11-2. We have 12 seconds to go. Jason, that takes the margin under 10, so the clock stops.
Yeah, it stops with 12 seconds left, and that ends the run of 11 straight goals for Kate. Cuts it to 11-2 here with just, like Mike said, just 12 seconds left in the first half. And maybe gives them the med.
So one final face-off. Judging, we thought one final face-off, but they may have to do it again. And they let the clock run there. I don't believe it was supposed to be running, but it did, and that's the end of the first half.
Take
So
us to the end of the first half here with the score 11-2 in favor of Cape Henlopen.
They were very impressive, Jason. We'll see what they had to bring us in the second half, and we'll be back on 302 Sports after these commercial messages.
The Hadley Group is your local real estate resource. Brian Hadley joined Patterson Schwartz & Associates in 2005. In 2013, Nicole Flora joined Brian, followed by Emma Burnett and Grant Jepp in 2014. That's when the Hadley Group was formed. Patterson Schwartz Associates offer you exceptional knowledge of local market conditions and a commitment to represent you honestly and professionally. So for your next purchase or sale, think the Hadley Group. Visit our website at thehadleygroup.re.com.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Solo Concepts. Solo Concepts is an award-winning restaurant group on the culinary coast with 10 locations. We're a chef-driven group. Come check us out. See you soon. Solo Concepts believes in the vision of our founder, Matt Haley: cook beautiful, simple food, develop the people we work with, and make the world a better place. Solo Concepts on the culinary coast with 10 locations from Lois, Delaware to Fenwick Island. Come check us out.
Mr. Italian began his career in home finance in 2002 as a mortgage consultant. Since 2002, Brian has helped over 1,000 home buyers achieve their dreams of owning a home. Brian's knowledge of current market conditions and his detailed evaluation of buyers' finances ensures that each buyer will receive the best mortgage to fit their needs. Brian is often commended on how efficient and effortless he makes the mortgage process for everyone from first-time home buyers to investors to experienced buyers. For the loan that fits you, contact Brian today. Hooters of Newark is located at 136 Astro Shopping Center, Newark, Delaware. Come in day or night to watch your favorite teams and sports on our many TVs. It's a great, fun-filled environment that is kid-friendly. Our craveable food menu has all the appetizers, burgers, salads, tacos, seafood, you name it, as well as our world-famous Hooters wings, which are the official wings of 302sports.com. Remember, you can always order online to take home our world-famous wings. It's your couch, our wings. Unique Image opened for business in Wilmington, Delaware in 1979 with one focus: wowing our customers with great products and even greater customer service. 30 years later, we are still doing exactly that. Whether you're looking for marketing tools to promote your business, gifts for your employees or clients, or planning a special event, we're here with the voice of experience to help you every step of the way for your complete satisfaction. Visit our new showroom in the Mill Creek Shopping Center, 4577 Kirkwood Highway. Unique Image, you envision, we create. The Hadley Group is your local real estate resource. Brian Hadley joined Patterson Schwartz & Associates in 2005. In 2013, Nicole Flora joined Brian, followed by Emma Burnett and Grant Jepp in 2014. That's when the Hadley Group was formed. Patterson Schwartz Associates offer you exceptional knowledge of local market conditions and a commitment to represent you honestly and professionally. So for your next purchase or sale, think the Hadley Group. Visit our website at thehadleygroup.re.com.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Solo Concepts. Solo Concepts is an award-winning restaurant group on the culinary coast with 10 locations. We're a chef-driven group. Come check us out. See you soon. Solo Concepts believes in the vision of our founder, Matt Haley: cook beautiful, simple food, develop the people we work with, and make the world a better place. Soto Concepts on the Culinary Coast with 10 locations from Lowes, Delaware to Fenwick Island. Come check us out.
Mr. Italian began his career in home finance in 2002 as a mortgage consultant. Since 2002, Brian has helped over 1,000 home buyers achieve their dreams of owning a home. Brian's knowledge of current market conditions and his detailed evaluation of buyers' finances ensures that each buyer will receive the best mortgage to fit their needs. Brian is often commended on how efficient and effortless he makes the mortgage process for everyone from first-time home buyers to investors to experienced buyers. For the loan that fits you, contact Brian today. Hooters of Newark is located at 136 Astro Shopping Center, Newark, Delaware. Come in day or night to watch your favorite teams and sports on our many TVs. It's a great, fun-filled environment that is kid-friendly. Our craveable food menu has all the appetizers, burgers, salads, tacos, seafood, you name it, as well as our world-famous Hooters wings, which are the official wings of 302sports.com. Remember, you can always order online to take home our world-famous wings. It's your couch, our wings. Unique Image opened for business in Wilmington, Delaware in 1979 with one focus, wowing our customers with great products and even greater customer service. 30 years later, we are still doing exactly that. Whether you're looking for marketing tools to promote your business, gifts for your employees or clients, or planning a special event, we're here with the voice of experience to help you every step of the way for your complete satisfaction. Visit our new showroom in the Mill Creek Shopping Center, 4577 Kirkwood Highway. Unique Image, you envision, we create. The Hadley Group is your local real estate resource. Brian Hadley joined Patterson Schwartz & Associates in 2005. In 2013, Nicole Flora joined Brian, followed by Emma Burnett and Grant Jepp in 2014. That's when the Hadley Group was formed. Patterson Schwartz Associates offer you exceptional knowledge of local market conditions and a commitment to represent you honestly and professionally. So for your next purchase or sale, think the Hadley Group. Visit our website at thehadleygroup.re.com.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Soto Concepts. Soto Concepts is an award-winning restaurant group on the Culinary Coast with 10 locations. We're a chef-driven group. Come check us out. See you soon. Soto Concepts believes in the vision of our founder, Matt Haley: cook beautiful, simple food, develop the people we work with, and make the world a better place. Soto Concepts on the Culinary Coast with 10 locations from Lowes, Delaware to Fenwick Island. Come check us out.
Mr. Italian began his career in home finance in 2002 as a mortgage consultant. Since 2002, Brian has helped over 1,000 home buyers achieve their dreams of owning a home. Brian's knowledge of current market conditions and his detailed evaluation of buyers' finances ensures that each buyer will receive the best mortgage to fit their needs. Brian is often commended on how efficient and effortless he makes the mortgage process for everyone from first-time home buyers to investors to experienced buyers. For the loan that fits you, contact Brian today. Hooters of Newark is located at 136 Astro Shopping Center, Newark, Delaware. Come in day or night to watch your favorite teams and sports on our many TVs. It's a great, fun-filled environment that is kid-friendly. Our craveable food menu has all the appetizers, burgers.
They still have crying in there. All right, welcome back to Tower Hill School on 302 Sports. Just in time for the second half. Mike Lang along with Jason Winchell and the speedy Len Evans to get us started in half number 2. Cape Henlopen takes an 11-2 to lead into the second half. And they start the half with possession. Parker Brown and Isabel Crine still in net for the respective teams. There's a violation. Jody Boyer, number 24, comes in for Cape Henlopen. She did not play in the first half as far as I can recall. Corinne Lemaire, a goal scorer this afternoon for the Vikings, takes the ball behind the net. All in front, nice play to shoot, but she's marked by Zingalia, Sarah Zingalia, and Brown able to pick that one up. And here come the Hillers. Brianna McCoy
Cape even
up
makes
to Gracie Wenzel.
Cape's defense just makes you. It's hard to even get the ball out of your own zone against them.
Jason, you can hear when the players run up in front of us, the water squishing under their feet in this turf. So it's wet, speeds it up a little bit, makes it a little slick. Nice mark by Judge, and she's got the ball, and up she comes. Runs past 3 defenders over the midfield line. There's a foul on number 4, Gracie Baylor, and that ball will stay with Cape. So we're playing the second of two 25-minute halves. There's a check by McCoy, but an illegal play, and Judge takes it, sends it over to Schaefer, and the Vikings will set up again. So, Jason, we saw Tower Hill score the first goal of the game, and Cape responded with the next 11 goals.
Yeah, and Tower got the 12 seconds left in the first
And there's
half.
a beautiful play in front. Pass from Schaefer to Thornburg for the 12-2 lead.
And the clock will run as that's up to the 10th goal.
Great vision from Schaefer on that play. Had Thornburg cutting in front. And Parker Brown had no chance in net that time for the Hillers. So back to the face-off circle. Running clock, 22 and a half minutes to go in this game. Judge and McCoy again. Judge takes this one, and here they come one more time. The Cape Henlopen Vikings, #1 team in the state, and looking every bit of it today. Play behind the net, we have a flag. Stick raised too high. Cape will get a free play from the right of Parker Brown. I believe I'm not sure, I don't want to speculate who the call was on there for Tower Hill. It looks like Monagle takes it in, passes to Schaefer.
Cape's up 12-2 here with 21:50 left.
Nice handoff to Marshall. Dekes around a couple players. Back behind the net to Thornburg.
Cape is just so good with their passing. Everything's right on the stick and in the pocket.
That's Chloe Schaefer, number 23. Just a sophomore, Jason. So Cape Henlopen just reloads down there in Lewis. Here's a play in front. Nice defensive play by Tower. And here comes McCoy. Surrounded by blue shirts, however, and she's got to retreat. She finds an open teammate across the field. That's #1, Grace Nestor. Back to McCoy. And see if Tower can get something started here. Elena Addix and McCoy, they're having trouble just crossing midfield. This is O'Loren, and see what she can do. She finally gets it up over midfield, and here come the Hillers. Sarah Zangeli with the shot just wide, and
Stay
rolls
Tower
out of
Hill.
bounds. So Maggie Podolski's going to bring it in for Tower. That's Isabel Zangeli, number 24. She's looking for some empty space somewhere, but she's being tightly checked by Sarah Rambo, number 6. There's a good defensive play by Stankowski, but Tower keeps possession of the ball. It's loose down there in the corner. Looks like Addix comes up with it. The 2 defenders on her. Jason, they just swarm everywhere.
Yeah, they're all over the place.
Vikings defense.
Seems like there's 5 extra of them out there.
Brianna McCoy trying to get loose, but they do not give you an inch. There's a pass in the middle, picked up by Gracie Baylor, and her shot is deflected wide and picked up by Krein, and Vikings will take possession one more time. This is Shoup. Here she goes left to right on your screen. Pass misses Marshall and intercepted by Tower Hill, and it's Wenzel to Addix. And that is an errant pass, and Marshall's got it. Gets through McCoy. Like a little pick play there, but nothing called. And Marshall will set up shop behind Parker Brown and the Tower Hill defense. So Cape sends Katie Clay back onto the field. Clabe with 1 goal this afternoon. Victoria Lockwood to Lemaire. And Clave, and there's number 5, Mallory Jones, back in for the Vikings. So, Jason, not only are they talented, but they're very deep.
Yeah, like you were saying earlier, they probably the only team that can bring 5 girls in off the bench and not miss a beat.
And that shot is wide. Or no, it's a goal. I thought it was wider than that. Did not catch the number of that truck. 23, that would be Chloe Schaefer. So Schaefer makes it 13-2, 17:53 to go. Running clock when you hit the 10-goal differential. And we're at 11 right now.
Yeah, Cape has both goals here so far in the second half. Jump out to the 13-2 lead over Tower Hill.
So Cape's been on a rampage since their last loss to Queen Anne's County. Defeated Saints Peter and Paul of Easton, Maryland, 16-4. Rival Polytech, 14-4, and then Cesar Rodney the other night, or yesterday, 2 days ago, 21-6. And that face-off is taken by Sarah Zingalia, but an interception for Cape, and here they come.
They always seem to be in the passing lanes and just
Leah
intercept
Barry
the
with that
passes.
one. That's right. They do not give. There's nothing available for their opponents. Leah Barry with that interception. So behind the net's Jackie Cannon. She sends it out to Lemaire. I believe that is, or is that Lockwood? 12 or 2. I can't see from here. This is number 27, Kaylee Truitt. That's Lemaire right there, so that must have been Lockwood on the other side. Jones takes it, taking their time. No hurry here for the Vikings. Thinks about a wraparound, but sends it back out to Lockwood. So, Cape Henlopen just biding their time, looking for an opening. Clave's double team. She sends it off to Jones.
Down to 16 minutes left here.
In tight to Schaefer. Back behind the net. And we have a violation on the Hillers. Would be a free shot here for a free restart for Cape Henlopen. This is Lockwood. Just outside the circle. There's the whistle. She takes it and shoots and scores.
Good shot there. She buries that one.
Quick first step, sends it low. Beats the goalie, and it's 14-2. 15:25 to go here in half number 2. So Victoria Lockwood, pinpoint underneath of the goalie for Tower Hill.
Yeah, and like Mike said, it's now a 12-goal margin, so the clock continues to run. We're down to about 15 minutes left here. And just remember, tonight we will be broadcasting the boys' game right across the street.
The Hillers will be looking for a little revenge, a little school pride tonight for Tower Hill. Under the lights at the Grote Field. If you can't make it, join us on 302sports.com. Hit the live stream button. Cape takes another face-off. Chloe Schaefer to Lemaire. And they will set up. That's Mallory Jones up top. Over to Truitt. Kaylee Truitt. There are 2 Truitts on the team. That's Kaylee Truitt. So Lockwood goes inside, but that lane is closed. And it's Schaefer behind the net. Coming up on 14 minutes left in this one.
Cape just staying patient in these second half possessions.
Clave to Jones. It's going around the horn. Lockwood speeds down the middle. She's got an opening and a shot That's a save by Parker Brown. Nice play there for the Hillers. She took that one right in the midsection. And here comes Aloran. She's got McCoy. Hillers are across midfield, going right to left.
Toy's got space.
Oh, she had Isabel Zengalia open. Now it's Zengalia with the ball, one-on-one with Crime, but can't get it to go. It looks like it was deflected wide. And the referee is signaling Cape Henlopen ball, I believe.
Yeah, I think they were closest to it.
It will be Cape ball. So a nice opportunity there. Isabel Zengalia found herself with an opportunity, but the ball was deflected. It goes wide. And wow, look at the speed here for Cape Henlopen, Jason. They're just flying up the field. 14's Jacqueline Cannon. Closed off by Addix. And tries to pass it to Mallory Jones, but passes behind her. And Louise Conity picks it up for Tower Hill. Here's a high stick call, and it will stay with Tower.
Down to 12, under 12:30 left here. Cape up 14-2 on Tower Hill.
There's Addix to Sarah Zengalia. Is surrounded by blue shirts. Gets it to McCoy. McCoy goes by the defenders, or by the midfielders. Takes it into the circle. There's a flag. A push. It's going to be a free play for Tower Hill. So Tower is still hustling, still playing. I would not expect anything less from them. Or any team, really.
Right.
Tower Hill's going to be
Definitely
a
not.
dangerous out in the state tournament coming up in a few weeks. There's a nice pass inside. Oh, Isabel Crime with a beautiful save. Point blank shot from Isabel Zengalia. So one Isabel to another right there. The
Great
shot and
save.
save. That was a good save. Up high.
Tower retains possession.
Oh, they changed keepers. So that is not Crime. That is number 19, Vienna Iacona. So Cape has a chance to get some experience for the for Iacona, and she is in. So new goalie for the Vikings. Iacona is just a sophomore. So it looks like Izzy Crine has the rest of the afternoon off. Tower Hill brings it in. Zengalia behind the net. Sarah Zengalia. I'm sorry, that is Taylor Stenz, number 19. To Isabel Zengalia, back
Tower
to
Hill's still running
Stenz.
their offense.
And picked up by Iacona, and she gets hacked, and that's going to be a foul on Gracie Baylor. So Iacona is bringing the ball upfield and gets herself whacked.
Even the goaltender's fast, Mike.
Must be something in the water down there. So here comes Cape. Carly Truitt on the attack. She's pushed. 10 minutes to go in this one.
Fast moving second half here.
Nine and a half to go. Cape Henlopen behind the net. That's Corinne Lemaire. Waiting for some substitutes to come on. Evelyn Shoup is back, as is Marshall, number 16.
So they're setting up a play.
Here's Monagle. Looking for an opening. Pass in front. And it's a loose ball and picked up by the Hillers, and here they come. So, Jason, we just got word that while Brianna McCoy brings that upfield, your partner for tonight's 7 o'clock game will be Patrick Garrientis.
Yeah.
So Pat, a familiar voice here on 302 Sports, and we're happy to have him tonight.
I had him last night for the softball. Pat does a great job.
Pat G, Viking proud, St. Elizabeth Viking.
Yeah, he was happy about the Vikings' upset of Salesianum in baseball the other day.
Bet he was. Nice win for Tom Beto, and
they got a tough one in Appo tomorrow, number 2 ranked team.
We'll see if they get Steckline. Here's a pass in front. Wow, and that ball's bounced in by Anna Stankowski, number 25. Fights off a defender, bounces it past Brown, and that makes it 15-2. Nice play there by Stankowski, Jason.
Yeah, and what a great move and good shot. And they seem to be throwing those bounce shots up there. Nice, going nice and low.
Yeah, most of the shots have been low. There have been a few that went over top of the shoulders. It's actually 14-2. I thought it was 15 as well. Maybe they haven't adjusted the scoreboard, but whatever the case, running clock. We have 8:15 to go here this afternoon at Richardson Field at Tower Hill School. Just an impressive performance by Cape Henlopen.
Yeah.
We don't get a chance to see them upstate as much, but they are something to behold.
I say a well-oiled machine.
Another face-off win, but a violation, and that will go the other way. It's going to be a Tower Hill ball. So Gracie Baylor's going to take it from the midfield stripe. So Jason, the top soccer team in Delaware, the Padua Academy Pandas, traveled downstate last night to Cape Henlopen. And we like to see when those teams, everybody in the state can see the best teams in every sport. The baseball teams seem to go up and down. That's a nice opportunity to see them. Not so much in field hockey. We don't see it as much.
No, definitely not in field hockey as some of the other sports.
But if you like field hockey and you have a chance to come out and see a team like Cape Henlopen, it's worth the trip. I say field hockey, I meant lacrosse. Thanks, Leonard. Field hockey, too. They're pretty good at that, too.
Yes, they are.
If you want to see them in lacrosse and field hockey, it's worth it. This is... That is a lot of the same players.
Play both sports.
Play both sports, that's right. Just wouldn't be a day here if I didn't mess up the sport at least once.
You haven't said baseball yet.
I haven't said baseball, you're right. That happened, not a game I did either. There's a pass over the net and out of bounds. It'll stay with the Hillers. Coming up on the final 6 minutes here.
13-goal lead, 15-2 for Cape Henlopen. That's the top-ranked Vikings.
Looking at their 10th win of the season. Jason, Cape Henlopen's next game is Monday at home against Worcester Prep of Maryland, not too far away from Cape, and Sussex Tech on Wednesday. And their final regular season game is going to be May 11th at St. Andrew's School in Middletown.
So we're coming back up, not as quite far this way, but back up upstate.
Tower Hill. Just one game left on the schedule after this one. Here's a wraparound and a shot wide left. Iacona gets back there to make sure Cape Henlopen gets possession. Jason, on Tuesday, Tower Hill plays here against Wilmington Friends, and that is the last game on their schedule currently. They're going to be at 14 games for the season.
Like Mike said, the end of the lacrosse season, girls lacrosse season, is ending soon.
The 15th would be the last date. So when Friends and Tower Hill met earlier this season, on April 18th at Friends School, it was a 13-12 win for the Hillers. So that should be a good one. There's a stick check attempt by McCoy, but Marshall able to hang on, and she's back in business.
We're down
Sends it
under
off.
5 minutes left here.
Jacqueline Cannon back behind the net to Thornburg. And they're just running out the clock. There's another goal. by Cape Henlopen. So they're
Lead now 16-2.
Kelly Thornburg with the goal, all-state player, and that makes it 16-2. There was about 4:25 left when she scored that one. Nice play, or nice. She gets open in front. They find her out in front, and boom. Incredible performance today by Cape Henlopen after falling behind 1-0 very early. They have outscored Tower Hill 16-1 since. 11 straight goals in the first half. They have not given up a goal in the second half.
Now it was 11-2 at halftime, so Cape's got all 5 goals so far in the second half.
McCoy back at midfield for the face-off. And that will not count. Leah Barry taking the face-off for the Vikings. We're going to do it again. Here we go. There's the whistle. Ball's up. And McCoy gets that bouncing ball. She's got Maggie Podolsky was open and just missed her with the pass. It goes over the end line, and it'll be Cape Henlopen ball. So, Jason, nice play by McCoy to follow up on that face-off. Podolsky had gotten behind the defense, but they just could not connect on the pass.
Nah, the pass just sailed over her head a little bit.
Here comes Lockwood. She's swatted by Conity, and it's going to be Cape Henlopen ball. Yeah, it's unfortunate. She was open.
Cape's up 16-2 with under 3 minutes left here in this game.
Lockwood checked by Zingalia. Gets it back out to Lemaire. Impressive performance today by the Vikings. Lemaire spins away from a defender into the circle. Brings it back out. Tower Hill closed the gap. Just a reminder, tonight's game begins at 7 o'clock right across the street under the lights. A wraparound by Cape, knocked away by Tower Hill. Loose ball. Who's going to get this one? It's going to be 27, Kaylee Truitt. Keeps it for Cape, sends it in, a wraparound. Nice play by Truitt. And a save by Parker Brown.
Great save by Parker Brown there. And a great shot by Truitt.
Jade Alurin has her pass stolen and wide open. Wide open is Katie Clay for that goal. So the pass was intercepted. Clay coming in, and there was nothing but empty net in front of her. So with 1:40 to go, it's 17-2 Cape Henlopen.
And by the time we had this face-off, we'll probably be right around a minute left.
So Pat Garianis and Jason Winchell will have the call for you in a couple of hours. Cape Henlopen and Tower Hill boys. Should be a fun game and a very entertaining one. I'm going to try to tune in myself tonight, Jay.
Nice.
Watched a little softball last night. Here's Zengalia. Sarah Zengalia. There are 2 of them. Her pass to 26, who's not on the roster. Or is that 25? Who's also not on the roster. That's 26. Neither 26 or 25 on the roster. So I can't give you her name. Back out to Brianna McCoy. 36 seconds to go in this one. There's a save by Iacona. She comes in the second half, Jason, and she's pitching a shutout, like you were going to say. Nice long pass.
I just wanted to wait the last 20 seconds before I said it.
Very impressive performance by the entire Cape team. They're quick, they're talented, they're deep, and they're going to be 10-2 in 9 seconds. One more offensive foray for Tower, but turn out the lights. The party's over.
So, like Mike said, an impressive performance here from the Cape Henlopen Vikings as they grab a 17-2 victory over
from
Tower.
Greenville. Mike Langlow with Jason Winchell. Want to thank you for joining us. 17-2. Don't forget Cape Henlopen Tower Hill boys in a little bit. Jason, just an impressive performance by the team in blue.
Yeah, good performance by the Vikings, like we said earlier, and they looked every bit as like the number one team here this afternoon. Like Mike said, tune in tonight to watch the boys game on our live stream as Tower Hill gets a chance of revenge as they face the Cape Henlopen boys team. That will be a tough battle for both teams.
Like we mentioned, Patrick Gariantis and Jason Witchell will be on the call for that one. So for Leonard Evans and Jason Witchell, this is Mike Lang. I want to thank everybody for joining us this afternoon on 302 Sports, and we'll see everybody next time.